I don't know yet. I'm not there yet, so I don't know. I'm just gonna try to go in there, have fun, play hard, try to get a win. Yeah, I'm on the Raptors now, so it's all about going in there and trying to get a win.
You're also, I'm sure, expecting a lot of love from the fans.
It'd be nice, it'd be nice, but like I said, I'm trying to focus on the game as much as I can. I've already said it, I love the New York fans from day one. I still do. So, whatever happens in the Garden, I appreciate them regardless.
Will it be a little weird for you coming in as a visitor?
Definitely weird. It's weird right now. So yeah.
You talked about being in trade rumors in previous seasons, but nothing ever happened. Did it feel different this time around? Did you think that something was going to happen?
I don't know. I just woke up and I was traded. So, I just since it's happened, been playing for the Raptors. Really excited. I feel like I've been playing well for the most part. Just trying to continue that trend.
You gave obviously the Knicks a lot over your time here. Was it disappointing the way things panned out?
Nah, I mean look where they are. You know what I mean? I feel like when you build something, when you're a part of something, getting back to the playoffs after a long drought, then not making it, then going back and winning a playoff series, those experiences with those people over there, coming in at 19 and then leaving at 23, they definitely helped me grow up. So I'll never forget New York. I'll never forget the place and all the people.
For the people who haven't experienced it, what's it like to have your name chanted at MSG during a playoff game?
Oh, it's crazy. Totally. That's the loudest thing ever. And it fuels you and motivates you. So, yeah.
RJ, what's it been like to have a Quick with you? How much has that helped the adjustment?
He's made everything 100% easier. Just having a familiar face to come to a team with, someone who I've actually been close with for a while. So, yeah, it's been pretty good.
Did you get a chance to see any of the guys last time when you got back into town?
Nah, I went home, try to get some stuff.
What has the past 3 weeks been like for you? What's the most difficult part of adjusting?
Most difficult part of adjusting is just that everything was new and we had a crazy road trip. So it's like I still haven't really learned anything yet. So I'm sure as we get home, I'll be able to adjust more to that. But I think being on the road was good to be able to hang out with the guys and coaches and just kind of learn the system more. So that helped.
I'm sure it was shocking, but to go back to Canada and to go back to your home, what was that like?
A lot of love, a lot of love. Seeing familiar faces in the crowd, seeing people in the arena that I've known since I was a little kid. Yeah, it's definitely special for sure.
There's an opportunity for you to maybe expand offensively, given the ball can kind of move around more.
I just play basketball, man. Whatever happens out there, I just try to do my best to help the team win.
RJ, what did you come to appreciate about the opportunity to play at Madison Square Garden? You hear visiting players all the time. It's so special for them too. Yeah. But you were doing that every night. Maybe it's too early to reflect, but.
No, I think one thing is just the fans. The fans and how it's sold out every night. It's like a show at the Garden with all the lights and everything that goes on. So I was always appreciative of that. I always loved playing in the Garden. So, to now be a visitor, I'm excited to see what that's like.
RJ, you've battled against your former teammates every day in practice. What is it going to be like tonight to go after them? And do you get up for it because you want to show them something?
Yeah, man, for sure. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really interesting. Definitely, I've always I've played against some of the guys, that are on the team now, but I've never played against Julius in a game, so that's gonna be cool for me.
What's the biggest differences between Toronto and New York?
Differences? I mean, it's a different country. So.
That's a big difference.
It's a different country, so yeah.
Do you have a message? I know Quick came out and he had a big thing to say. Is there something that you wanted to say to the organization, to the fans?
Absolutely. I'll post it tomorrow.
We'll wait.
When you look at you look at how the Knicks have been playing, and it's going to be a tough matchup. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league. Last 10 games. What is your mindset going in, and just on purely basketball level?
Anyone could be beat. Anyone could be beat. So you just gotta go in there, stick to the game plan, play hard, and just compete.
It'll be cool just to be back in the Garden. It's where I started my career, so just a lot of different emotions. Looking forward to the game, competing. and trying to get a win.
How much did RJ kind of soften the blow, being traded there with RJ?
It was good to have somebody that I was familiar with, that I knew already, especially him going back to his hometown. He could, show me a little bit of stuff he was already familiar with and comfortable with. So it was good to have somebody that I knew, that I came into the league with. It was pretty cool.
You're obviously a big part of what this team wanted to do. Just how difficult was it when you found out that you were traded?
It wasn't too difficult. I was asleep. So woke up, kind of really just woke up to it. But, once I woke up, it was just kind of like your whole life changes. Everything you know to be normal changes. So obviously difficult from that standpoint, but I understand it's a business. So
what's the motivation for you coming into your old building against the guys that you practiced every day?
Yeah. It's always fun competing against people your friends, things like that. I think just playing against, that's really it. Playing against people is always, you always want to get the upper hand and stuff like that. But, it'll be a lot of different emotions, I'm sure, when I'm on the court. So it'll be good.
I know you have nothing to compare it to except because this has been your experience, but do you think playing in New York, playing in front of those fans, playing in front of the biggest media market for your first 4 years, does that prepare you in a way for what comes next?
Yeah, definitely. I think along with that, going to Kentucky, probably the biggest media market in college basketball, and then going to the New York Knicks, probably one of the biggest media markets in sports, period, probably top 5 in sports, is just preparing me, I think. Thick skin, really tough. I think mentally it's prepared me, and as an athlete, that's probably one of the biggest things is your mental preparation, your mental strength. It's a lot more than just physical when you get to the pro level.
You were well written in what you wrote. Why did you feel like you had to do it or wanted to do it?
Just for what the Knicks had gave to me, especially the fans, the organization, the front office, my teammates, training staff. It was a lot, like just nothing but good, memories, vibes, and when people show you respect and treat you right, you have to say thank you and say you appreciate them.
From a basketball standpoint, just what do you make of the opportunity in Toronto for yourself and the role that you have?
I think a lot of it is still the same for me as far as just my mentality, my approach to the game, as far as just trying to get better each and every day. Chopping wood, carrying water, and continue to try to be the best person I can and best basketball player I can each day.
What do you think of this Knicks game, just as on a purely basketball level? I mean, this team's been one of the best defensive teams in the league last 10 games. They're clearly kind of on a mission, and how do you assess them just as an opponent?
They're a good team. They're a good team. They play hard, play tough, play together. Julius and Jalen been dominant offensively all year, and then they add some good defensive players as well. So it'll be a good challenge, good test for us.
From a business side, I know you decided not to sign. You decided to bet on yourself. But do you look back and realize that when you did that this could happen?
I didn't decide to bet on myself. That's what God told me to do. I prayed about it, and that's what God told me to do. So all my decisions that's how I make my decisions. I just didn't decide myself. It was much more than just myself. But really just letting God lead and guide me. I think that's been, my mantra my whole life as far as my basketball career, and we'll continue to do that.
Do you feel any added pressure in a game against a former team to do something great in front of your fans and your old coaches, players?
Nah, not at all. Try to look at it the same game as much as possible. Obviously, it's a lot different, but just go out and play my game, be aggressive, find shots for my teammates as well, defend, rebound, and just going with the mindset that I'm going to make something happen.
What's the most difficult part of relocating from New York to Toronto?
It's even colder in Toronto. I didn't know it was going to be that cold. I got to go buy some more jackets because it's freezing, like below zero.
Do you think Tibbs right now is been staying up trying to find a way to figure you, close you out tonight?
I'm sure I'll get blitzed in probably every pick and roll, dribble handoff. But nah, Tibbs my guy. He works really hard. He's always in the lab, so I'm sure he's been ready for this.
You played against OG your whole career, obviously. Why is he such a challenge as a defensive player?
I think his size is pretty good, and just the way he can active hands. About 6'7", 6'8", can guard in multiple positions. So, presents a challenge for sure.
Would you be surprised we see him tonight?
I'm sorry?
Would you be surprised if you see him tonight? Like, he'll guard a point guard, he'll guard center, I don't know.
I'm not sure. I think he'll probably go RJ, but, I don't know, so we'll see.
A lot of people look at the trade and say it's a win-win for both the Knicks and the Raptors. When you look at it, do you look at it the same way? Do you think, okay, it makes sense for both teams, or did you kind of look at it like, I don't know, maybe you wanted to stay here, I don't know?
I look at it as a business perspective side first. I mean, both teams did what they wanted to do. I'm glad to be here in Toronto. Had a great time in New York. I'm glad to be here with an organization that obviously wants me to be here. And like I said, I'm just here to continue to try to get wins for the organization and continue to try to be better on and off the floor. So
You always looked at the big spotlight as your stage. Now going up against Jalen, what kind of matchup and what's that going to mean tonight?
Well, it's still basketball, still 5-on-5 at the end of the day. It's not just me versus Jalen, but it'll be good to go up against somebody that has shown me a lot, and I feel like I've showed him a lot as well when he got here. So it'll be a good matchup.
When you step into MSG tonight, what are you most looking forward to?
I'd probably say just probably just the energy in the building. It's gonna be real high. It'll be a lot of fun, I think.
Did you look forward to see Isaiah?
My son. Miss my son, man. I'm gonna have to tell him, it's like an abandoned child, so I have to check up on my guy.
Are you an emotional guy, or do you think the emotions is something that gets to you, or no?
I don't cry during movies, so I'd probably say not that much. But this one it'll be. I'm gonna try not to cry, but it'll be a good one for sure.
Mayor, you've talked about kind of having your own preparation when it comes to books that you read, podcasts. Have you changed podcasts or books that you're reading for this chapter of your life right now?
I'm reading Chopwood Carry Water for the third time, so I'm still reading that book right now. And then my mom got me a book. I think it's called One Word That'll Change Your Life. So reading that a little bit. And the Bible. You got to read the Bible.
Quick, one last one for me. You pointed out Randall and everything he's meant to you, and afterwards him saying that he'd always be if you needed him. What did that mean to you?
It's good. Talked to him last night a little bit. That's my guy, though. Appreciate him for everything he's done. Looking out for me, the advice, the mental, just the mental piece, like the preparation and the training that he's gave me. So I appreciate him.